What you're about to hear are thought to be the sounds and vocalizations of a California Bigfoot, a gigantic man-like creature of legendary repute whose kind have been sighted and tracked but never caught for decades throughout West Coast mountain ranges. Imagine yourself as I was, with 3 other men cramped within the confines of a small but ruggedly built shelter located in a remote region of the High Sierra. It's after dark, but outside the shelter, which is constructed of heavy logs and branches and resembles a beaver's lodge, moonlight filters through the trees, brightening thin patches of snow here and there. Downhill, near a small spring which feeds an alder-choked ravine, there's a stove where you cook your meals and gather for warmth against the autumn chill. Uphill, a dense stand of timber faces the shelter and remains dark and foreboding despite the moonlight. It was a sheep camp at one time, then it was a hunting camp used by a handful of men and their families. But it's yet a different kind of camp today because of something which happened before you came, something which has continued to happen off and on, and something which, for the first time in your presence, is happening now. We'd bedded down for the night. At least that's how we wanted it to appear. We'd rolled a big upright log into the space between 2 tree trunks, which serves as the shelter's door, and were lying quietly on our sleeping bags inside, pretending to sleep. Suddenly, there was a whistle-like call outside, coming from somewhere uphill. It was a big sound, and it was startling, for it seemed that no man could have made it, and there were no other men in the area anyway. I'd been warned that it might happen, but a chill surged through me as one of my friends whispered, "That's him. They're with us." Within moments, there were other sounds, huge sounds, coming from the same direction. There were sounds I'd never heard before, and my knees began to tremble involuntarily. It was a gibberish, a chattering, strange and eerie, almost like an oddly distorted human tongue. Yet it couldn't be, I thought. One of my companions began calling out, softly but in a firm voice, "Here, Biggie, come on in. Come on, big fella, let's be friends." Was he joking? I could hardly believe he was serious until I realized that he and the others had been trying to coax the creatures within view for months now, and they'd heard the weird vocalizations many times, and that the calling out had become routine. I got up unsteadily and squeezed my head and shoulders up through a small opening in the shelter's roof. I had to see what was making the noise and try to photograph it. Nearly a half hour passed, and the vocal exchange continued. Then 2 of my friends stepped outside, brought food from the camp stove area, and placed it uphill in a clearing where I could watch. I wondered what would happen, but nothing did until the men were inside the shelter again and out of view. Then there was an angry display. It came on suddenly and started my knees trembling again. Was the thing about to rush down and attack? Here's how it sounded. Listen now to a living legend as it was recorded during these moments. Come on down here.